38, it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Abrams. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice.
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Rowe. He's got him. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection, and they're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Gators want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Mays. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Grove. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 6 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Terrapins. With one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him. Nice move to pick up yardage. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Grove. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw on third. He'll pull it down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Slithers could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Grove. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
The Gators are marching down the field. To the air, it's Rowe. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. The deep. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Shakes off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. To the air. It's Grove. Here comes the heat. Breaks into the open. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, you see it again, and it's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Calls his own number. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for space. It's Chambers. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gibson again. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grab behind the line. It's Abrams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat, it's been that kind of day for this defense.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit.
Now on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Snags it quickly on the left.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.